Hey everybody, I'm Mike from Lollar Pickups, and I am joined once again by our production manager, the one and only Kevin Moe. We're here today to talk about a unique release from Lollar, the SB series of pickups for Jaguar and Bass VI. Kevin, thanks so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Absolutely, I'm happy to be here.
So Kevin, the SB, it has some characteristics that you see in some of our other pickup models. You know, it looks a little bit like our DB humbucker, also superficially a little like a Charlie Christian style pickup. What is an SB? Is it similar to either of those? Where does the idea come from?
It's definitely inspired by the DB. The recipe for it is basically half of what we do for the DB humbucker. A few years ago, we were at NAMM and talking to Dave Cohen from Equilibrium Guitars. He said if you could make the DB in a single coil version, that thing would be an absolute fire breather. And aside from having a blade, it's really not a CC at all. The blade itself is different, there are different magnets, the wire gauge is different, the height of the coil, and on and on.
So much more a part of the DB family and not really related to the CC at all other than superficially having a blade.
Correct.
So, looking at the history of magnetic pickups for guitar, blade style pickups are some of the earliest designs. They're not always pickups that people have a ton of familiarity with, though they're not quite so common. What are some general characteristics about blade pull piece pickups, and how do they differ from, magnetic slug pull or, screws and bar magnet style pickups?
It has a really full, rich sound. It has a lot of higher end harmonic content. Blades tend to have a lot of touch sensitivity, and they're also there's little compression, so they're very responsive. It has really a smooth attack, yet behind that, there's really a powerful punch that gets delivered with it. Before, I've described it as almost like a brick wall that has a layer of padding on it.
So pretty unique in terms of both its response and its, voicing altogether. Players and customers are going to be wondering right out of the gate how the SB differs from a typical Jaguar or Bass VI set in terms of its clarity, sustain, dynamic range, and EQ.
Well, it's going to have a lot more sustain. And although the resistance is similar, the inductance is a lot higher. So as a result, the resonant frequency will be lower. So we'll have a lot more mid-range and low end.
A little flatter overall, maybe?
Yeah.
So with that in mind, do you think that the SB is more versatile or maybe more of a niche thing for specific styles? What does it do well that maybe your typical Jaguar or Bass VI set doesn't?
I think it's going to be a good fit for a lot of heavier styles of music. If people want to maintain clarity, if they're down tuning and everything, it's going to work well for that. And then it's also going to be good when you roll back the volume a little bit to get clarity out of it and kind of clean up the sound. So it's going to be pretty versatile. One thing that's pretty handy about this particular design is the blade is going to let you use it with a standard Jag style bridge, the Tune-o-matic. And if you have a Bass VI, it'll work there too. So pretty versatile.
That's great. Yeah, so it has a lot to offer for not only different styles of instruments, but different styles of playing as well.
Absolutely.
So Kevin, one last question. Common point of confusion out there, is the blade itself a magnet?
Nope. The blade is a piece of steel and it's magnetized from beneath the pickup, but that is indeed a common misconception, so it's a great question.
Magnetized, part of the magnetic field, not a magnet itself.
Exactly.
Kevin, thanks again for taking time out of your busy day to chat with me today. Really appreciate it.
For sure, it's been a blast. Thanks for having me, Mike.
My pleasure. To the rest of you, thanks so much for riding along with us today. If you have any questions about the SB or anything else we do at Lollar, don't hesitate to reach out to us using the contact information in the description. As always, if you want to be kept in the loop about new product information and new videos, feel free to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again.